BFX. Okay, Gragas needs a flash body slam.
But you can't kick 4 people out.
Yeah, but you can kick one person through 4 others.
No. Well, if they're lined up for that.
Yeah. Getting bullied in turn is not great fun for him.
Jiwoo. You see the Jace really struggles in the AD carry match with Jiwoo. One more Q! The auto attack lands Jiwoo with the Taeyun swap. Puts himself into a matchup to abuse and gets the first blood.
It's on Ezreal too, that feels appropriate.
A little close though. Conqueror on Xayah gives you a lot of extra damage to the extended trade. So Jiwoo with first blood, not instantly winning him the game though, and doesn't have enough HP to sit under turret. Can't even recall appropriately. Use the barrier in that play actually. It wasn't. When can you miss it? Lehens goes down.
And Diablo, we came into this series saying, look, this guy is really good. Had a North England pop rock.
Do I have opinions on the White Stripes? I think they're a damn good band for a 2-piece.
Yeah.
Got a massive sound out of just a drum kit and a guitar. I was trying to remember if that were bass.
That would be Royal Blood.
True, yeah.
1200 HP on the Dragon. Should just go down towards Nongshim and is picked up. BFX kind of turned up. Bit of Safari occurring.
Yep, this is, for those of you who haven't checked in on our stream before, Safari League of Legends. You turn up. I think it was a really good poke from Calix,
that's the one, correct.
Lehens misses the Q. Crashdown does hit, and the Ezreal ult tags after. Does that change anything to you? I don't think you want to walk into this.
Goes get a fair amount of damage. It's actually quite low on the mana. Could potentially turn to... Jiwoo just says no! Eat another Mystic Shot, and Jace is 0 for 2 versus the Ezreal.
Flash for flash in both the kills Jiwoo has had onto clear. And Jiwoo's Ezreal and Kai'Sa have been so fun to watch over the last couple of years. Really enjoyed watching this guy last year, and he's been playing pretty well in this game too. Pop back from Gideon.
Does get the Crescent Guard, but there is a little bit of a hop on in to ensure that the Dragon's Rage comes flying on through over the wall. They go. There's the ward hop after his Raptors trying to get in range for the last couple of autos. Does end up taking some turret shots and will nearly fall. Will actually do so. The heal not enough to keep him alive. I wondered. I did.
Some great poke from the tower there to take down Raptors. He escaped the unit turret. Devil were cleared away.
We are such petty humans. Oh my god.
Calix finally recorded.
Hang on, Calix going to look for some poke onto Vikla. Does get some decent ones back. Does Vikla get a good poke onto Calix? The problem is the all-in burst from the Akali might outdo that, but overcomes Raptor looking to turn this one around and to make the Q onto the blue buff. Calix with more than enough to burst to get through with it as Raptor can look for the last bit of poke with a Q here or a Crescent. Is it Crescent Strike? I forget what part 1 is. Cripples part 2.
Tempest Strike.
Tempest
Yeah.
Strike.
Yeah. Calix gets the one for... Yeah, the gold lead actually is starting to open up a little bit now. 10 minutes in, 1,000 gold lead is notable. Yeah. Wrong. Hang on a second. Shock blast. Hey! Clear gets the kill back onto Jiwoo. Good return kill from him. Returning the favour for the 2 which Jiwoo got into
a bit of barrel roll, throwing out some additional poke back with a threaded volley, and then we'll get...
Shut up.
What would you consider Q out of interest, Alex?
DPS. Damage.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
It's not quite long enough for... Anyway, Raptor's coming down here.
Calix is now potentially in danger as Raptor could look for a little bit more than just poke, could look for the all-in burst. There's a TP flying.
Wow,
BFX
that is a
full
lot
committing.
of people.
Kicked into the wall, into the Sonic Wave. Resonating Strike still available. Calix trying to find a way out now. Does get over the threaded volley. R2 available, but the D2, namely death number 1. Actually, not 2. It nearly smooth. There is second death. I was right. It is death 2.
R2, death 2. Yeah, and sadly, he didn't have... It really struggles to dive into BFX. So have a lot of ability to kind of close the door. Gideon going in now. This could be the fight they want. Flashing forwards.
Nicely done from Lehens. Vikla over the wall, trying to throw out some poke with that Q. Get some value, but Calix now threatening on the other side. Begins to stone surf away. Gets out over the wall, and BFX survive the all-in. And Lehens with a good combo, but doesn't lead to anyone's deaths as yet. Diablo throws down that W, begins to... some deadly plumage, won't lead to anything more.
Yeah, Diablo's pretty scary around this point. Both summoners and ult. Does he want to keep on the fight? Raptor's healed up off the Raptors. Ain't that topical?
Can still probably get the dragon down and do. That's the second objective for them in that marker towards feats of strength. Second one towards soul. They're now 2-0 on that front. Looks like we're going to get a chem soul as our rift.
Raptor flies in. Did have the flash, didn't have the kick, so maybe not as exciting as I was initially thinking. I didn't pay attention to that one. Nongshim, we're angling a little... Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good, yeah.
It's starting to make me believe a little bit now.
There you go. I can tell
Harold's
you that
alive.
there are 5.1 atrocities an act in
Titus
Andronicus.
Andronicus.
Ooh,
Pop back.
Nice angle, close to the distance, well onto the clear. Who gets blasted? Gideon around, looking to try and get some value. Here's the TP's
Raptor?
flying on through. Raptor's gone very deep, gets interrupted with the 3 down strike. The knock-up as well. He's so low, gets out with a safeguard. Jace gets the kill. Somehow they make it work.
Diablo stood on the Mega Cone, could have repositioned himself right into the fight, chooses not to, so it ends up being mid lane for support. That does work in Nongshim's favor, and they still have ultimates to use, like that Akali ultimate. In fact, he might look for Raptor here. There is no flash on the Lee Sin. Protobelt forwards.
Flash for R1, doesn't even need the second part, and the perfect execution shows and best out is done from game 1.
Clean as you like from Calyx 2 and 2. There is a teleport coming in from the Talia behind the Herald. Where is this going? Is it going mid lane? Is it Diablo will be in the redemption.
Vekla flashes over the wall looking for some more value. The seismic shove goes wide. Good damage onto G nonetheless, though. I had to throw the down the barrier.
It's a chunk onto G. Is it worth it?
No, I don't think so.
Because he gets to just clear the way.
I'm a little bit more nervous about the fact that Jace has managed to get quite a long way ahead after a really rough start. Again,
hang on.
started at
Vikla does not have flash and just used minefield. That's a problem.
Does actually end up getting stunned by it nonetheless. Shuriken flip available to go back. The seismic shove not going to actually catch on to Calyx. Now the chunk continues to get down on top of Vikla, who's had his range seriously decreased. The slows from the Qs. He's just cycling through it, lands a Shuriken flip. It's easy as you like.
It's been a horror minute for Vikla. Blows his flash for material to a certain degree to be able to decode it. And genuinely, this Family Guy Star Wars parodies were really good.
I will say, I liked Spaceballs well enough, but I think there are parts of that movie which are genius and parts where I go, it's dated quite well. Yeah. Whereas it's quite interesting because obviously the scenes that still go around TikTok and Insta and YouTube and stuff, they're the bits that did well, and the rest of it you go, yeah, that just wasn't actually that funny.
The combing the sand was very funny. That was good. We have found shit. A bit of cross map. BFX do have 3 grubs. It will help them if it does come to a bit of an objective trade later.
Ooh. Raptor's stolen away. I thought there might be a bit more Jiwoo face checking, and he didn't.
Jiwoo is so close to Jawa.
I know.
It's not quite close enough to make a word. They used to say you're a bad player.
Yeah. Atakan throwing out some poke there onto the enemy team. Diablo will get some damage down to tier 1, gets a hold of it.
Yeah, Diablo just pokes down the enemy turret.
Yeah, it took a little while.
Getting lower
for a while. And they actually now the thing is actually legitimately clear, could do some potential damage here with the shred down, but there's just no real wealth to get full value. And Nongshim just take the Atakan kind of free. They do get a shove through mid.
They have
clear
3
deliberate
grubs.
choice.
They have 3 grubs here, so they trade the mid lane outer turret for the Atakan. I think Nongshim are not unhappy with this. Do get the extra XP. The gold value between the dragons and the extra petals they picked up is not insignificant.
Vikla's really low, and he's just gone across where Gideon and Lahen's where they don't want to burn flash to get on top of him.
And that's a problem. Because Vikla is so low HP and chased off of the recall, they also lose their mid lane turret. So it's not even Atakan for mid lane turret. It's Atakan. And
she was a little bit low HP.
Lower still now that Jace lands that actual poke.
Ouch. Yeah, that one stings. That's 2/3 of the health bar gone on the Ezreal. Important there. Gideon hit with the Sonic Wave. Not going to be hearing the call of the body. Body's not telling him no for now. As Callan does step on 40, it's a bit of his own damage.
Diablo walking up a little bit. Jiwoo needs to heal up how he can. Did get the redemption in there, but of course that's now on cooldown. Kel and Clear both on flank. Clear is super strong. This Jace could do so much work. They did get found out by the Rakan Q. Might just go for a smite fight here. That would work in Nongshim's favor, I believe.
Kingan's going to have that explosive cast to try and knock Raptor away. Hard to fight into the Lee Sin at the Dragon Pit. It's got so much scary secure. Calyx with the Mega Blast can get him here a long way. Looking for the angle. They get in, they take the Chem Soul. Good value there from Gideon with the Crescent Guard, buying some time. Root onto Lahen, survives for now, but Gideon likely falls as the trade for the dragon.
Okay, so Soul for jungler trade. I think Nongshim get a really good trade considering how difficult that was. Flash forwards, flash away from Calyx.
To the skies they go. Raptor safeguarding, looking for the Sonic Wave, can't land it. Shock Blast lands, but it's not accelerated.
Gate was in the wrong place. I think that would have killed. Calyx gets to escape though, and BFX, they're still ahead in gold, but especially in a game like that, Xayah pullback does so much damage at this point in the game. They can't quite manage to finish off Ekchel there, picture in picture.
They've gone looking at Gideon and failed to pick him off, and now the Magnet Storm comes in. Kellen will get out, but they murder the Lee Sin already. Akali gets that one. After Blast going out goes the Jace. They get the kill additionally onto the Rakan, who trades out at least onto Gideon. No jungle alive. Now Vikla, Diablo in danger. They throw down the redemption. Good stun for a moment from the side of Vikla. Clear can now look for an angle. The Hens may need to crash down over the wall, misses the Shattering Strike. Jiwoo went looking there. I think he flashed over the wall looking for that.
There was a number of flashes in there. Jiwoo flashed the
Infinity Edge, by the way, is done for Diablo, so he's pretty strong right now.
He's hugely strong. Diablo might be able to carry this team still. If they jump into Xayah Feathers, there's still a definite angle for BFX to win. They are still ahead in gold. And Diablo has all summoners and ult. Nongshim cannot. Hang on a second, jumping towards him.
Ooh, Calyx went looking. He's very scary on this Akali, though, is part of the problem. 5 and 2, a lot of stacks on that Dark Seal and the Shadow Flame to boot as well.
Ju is also an AD carry that will jump forwards very aggressively. Landing Ws like that can be kind of spooky. Clear on the side, gets a bit of poke. Ju does not dodge that one. Clear, gets some poke onto him.
Does indeed. Good shove there onto Lehens. Gets a decent amount of poke down. A little low. Of course, the shield from the Ferromancy crashed down, giving him something. Pop himself up. They immediately lose it, though. But
no
Clear
flash.
looking for the flank poke. Gets blasted. There's still a perfect execution part 2 to come on through. And the electric boogaloo will fry what remains of his health bar. Gideon does die as BFX trade on the other side. Flashed over the wall from Lehens with a beautiful engage on the rail. Will die for it, but does get some damage back. It's looking a bit dicey, actually, for Nongshim now, who've lost a couple members. Diablo very low. Barrel roll away. And in the end, Nongshim end up losing more than I think they were expecting.
They do. Kingen had an awesome cast to try and delay the damage done by a triple flick back from Vikla. But Nongshim go a little too deep, and they're the ones that are punished. Vikla earning his pay in that one. He did die, but the more time it takes to land that engage, the more damage they'll have to take from the range.
14 seconds till Elder. In they go. Quickness comes on down. Raptor into the back end of this. Not the best angle ever. The Featherstorm already used Jiwoo low. Dead. They trade it out onto the Lee Sin. Your jungler is gone. Crescent Guard is solid. But AD carry for jungler, it's a weird one. No smite, sure, but your DPS significantly lower for losing the Ezreal.
Yeah, the Ezreal is a huge part of their damage. How can they fight without it? Diablo doesn't have ult.
And remember, he doesn't. Good stun. So onto Calyx, who will have to immune the seismic shove. Survives for now. Perfect execution. Gets to the backside. Vikla's gone. And in the end, it still works out well. BFX trading up, and they get knocked around, and the Jace, in the end, falls into a 6-foot hole in the dirt. Raptors go down. Elder under siege.
I need to know now. Where is the cricket now? Where is your cricket god now, BFX?
Harley just says, well, I have both of you then. Good Zonya's there to immune the seismic shove. We come back to live, getting engaged on his Kingham. We'll get a redemption, chunking him a little bit lower. Vikla also here with the teleport, now getting a bit of a speed up, courtesy of that rock surfing as well. Seismic shove not found as yet. As King and
his cask's in 2.
Away does have a cask in 2. Gets one onto Vikla, but doesn't really get him towards anyone super threatening. They do bring down the Gragas eventually.
Takes about 30 seconds. Baron's going to be taken. The top lane is being pushed too. BFX have 3 grubs. So they'll push towers quicker, but they can't stay because they're afraid of the end of the game in top side, especially with the Elder. Very, very threatening for Calyx jumping forward to Protobal and that ultimate. They'll take the inhibitor. Remember, they still have that Elder. They are really threatening here.
Claire just took the tier 2 mid. Might be taking the tier 2 bot as well. So if they can get at least something here, it's decent. Lehens goes on in. Damage comes on forward. Diablo goes up into the sky with the Featherstorm to avoid the True Shot barrage. But they've killed off the Rakan already. Diablo has to flash away. Nearly an Elder execute threat just about out of range. Looking for some more damage. And there is the GA down onto the Lee Sin. Raptor crash down onto the early. Clear looking for the angle. Can't quite find it. Threaded volley coming on through. The seismic shove just wide as Gideon gets a knock-up. But nothing more. Jiwoo's so damn low. They've gone too deep. They're losing with Elder! They're losing with Elder, and BFX hold the line!
Oh, Jiwoo pops the barrier. Does he have enough? Does he have enough? He's stuck in the minions! He was minion blocked! Perhaps!
Seismic... The Sonic Wave lands, can look for the resonating strike, try to get a kick in the wall. Gideon goes back in, gets the execute, survives, but not for long.
Elder is gone, Baron is gone, and perhaps we are all dancing in the palm of the cricket. It did predict Nongshim to lose.
We thought he had to Featherstorm because of a good cast.
Okay, that's the ult down. It is max rank, and he has some cooldown reduction. Won't be the longest thing in the world. That won't kill. Does some damage, but it means they'll likely lose another turret here. Nongshim rolling forwards, and that might be their first gold lead of the game? Question mark. I think they got it with the first blood coming through from Jiwoo, and then after that, it went downhill. Nongshim will push in towards that. They'll take the inner turret. I think they'll claw ahead for the first time since the very early game.
Part of it really has been where the gold leads are. Like, look, you got a lead for the Jason to the Gragas, but hey, it's Gragas. He's kind of happy to be lower economy. You got a good lead for your AD carry, but then you look mid and you go...
Very hard to cut down Ezreal. He has the Chemtech Soul, has a Bloodthirster, has the Shojin, which means that if he hits 2 Qs, it's a problem. Cask lands. Where's the follow-up, though?
Oh, missed the Bully Slam. That's going to be King and likely going down. We'll throw down the Zonyas to buy some time, but the teleports are coming on through and King and just goes too far and dies.
Oh, it's regicide. Kingan's head is removed by Clear and BFX. And now Elder is alive and Kingan is dead for a minute. Numbers advantage to BFX. Rough. How much work can Nongshim do?
Elder says alive, but again, I think it's still just that bait. It's not up a little bit yet.
Oh my god, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's still dead for like another minute or two.
Yeah,
Oh no, it is alive. Oh, okay, so the time was just bugged. The Elder is alive now. King is still dead for 30 seconds. BFX with the numbers advantage.
So it does end up working that way. Calyx, we're looking for a shuriken flip, can't find it. Clear on a flank angle. They know that the Akali is there. Clear's going to jump onto Calyx. Misses the seismic, the accelerated shock blast, I apologize. Going to try and weave his wall towards him. Calyx survives all the while in the pit. It's still looking like it's going down. Nomshim's there. They're playing this 4v5. Raptor has to hop out. It's down to half HP. Kellen, Diablo also both low. But there's GAs everywhere you care to look. Jumping onto Clear. Survives for a second. Oh, massive seismic shove value. It's huge. Gideon flash over the wall. GA number 1. Calyx on a flank angle. Looking to get some value. Elder taken. Now Calyx in danger of being executed. Where does he go? Trying to get an execute. Can't do it as the Elder screams at him. BFX now in much better a position.
Kingan's death before the dragon is so crucial for BFX. A great play around. Clear flash forward from Diablo. And the rookie of the year slams home with a kill onto his opposing number. That might bring us to
all the while, the minions start coming into mid lane. Vikla comes hopping on forwards. The cast comes on down to buy a bit of time. Doesn't quite clear as much of the wave as they were hoping for. They can't end the game and they can't stick around for the inhibitor. Jace has TP'd in though.
They don't think they can end the game, even with the end of the game. BFX with the Jace and the Talia and the Xayah, I think they can siege very effective. Full builds, no GA for Gideon just yet. Got to be pretty close with those components, actually. Not much gold afterwards. They'll take the inner turret. Significant gold lead for them now. The gold lead feels a little bit decorative. Nongshim, what have you got left in the pocket?
Full build for Zeus. Sold off boots. It's just raw damage. In they go. Diablo has to go up into the sky. Kellen goes in. Dies immediately. That's one down. Diablo now in danger. Has not got the Featherstorm. The GA is procced. Calyx can wait to go and perfectly execute him. They bring down the Xayah.
Birds, 2 birds, 1 engage. Nongshim teleport into the mid lane, and instant Zhonya's will buy some time. That will stop the kill coming through. The slow goes into the shield, so Clear won't be taken down by that. What is the plan from Nongshim now? You get some kills. Can you end the game off of it? I'm not sure. 46 now alive.
The wind becomes lightning just wide, slow onto Gideon. Calyx at half HP, a little bit scary. Gideon goes in, looking to get on top of Vikla. Threads the seismic shove and the threaded volley all coming out at the same time as into the backline goes Calyx, looking for the shockwave. And of course, that ability to go back in with a shuriken flip. That's the name of the ability. Took me a second perfect execution into the Zhonyas. He's dead. Jiwoo is gone. And Diablo doing it. He has gotten the value. The Xayah survived the backline. They finally bring him low. Gideon surviving, but the problem is the rest of the health bars are so damn low. They've killed off so many members. Lehens is trying to drag the wave away. Kingan desperately alone. They're pinging the Elder.
They're pinging it because I don't think they can run down. Surely not. How much time has he got for this?
Not flash in a dream. I don't know whether he's going to look for it. Seismic, the Shattering Strike does do damage against minions.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh my god. He actually switched over to it in time. He had it in time. That was... Baron lasting a little longer after that point. Raptor has flash, has ult. Can he do some fancy moves?
Maybe. Inhibitor turret. In the bot lane falls, inhibitor in the mid lane falls. That follows suit in the bot lane. Double inhibitor as a result. Surprise, surprise, down. Now to the Nexus turret. Nongshim have got to pull the trigger soon or we're going to 3.
20 seconds on the Elder. They want to see if they can survive to that. How much wave clear have they got left? Cask in 5 seconds. King are trying to do enough. 1 turret falls, another one left.
Damage is good. Gideon goes on into the backline. Diablo up into the sky. The charm from the quickness. Calyx in the backside. Looking for the executes. Goes towards the Zhonyas, but they've lost too many members. GA only on Diablo. The bird will survive. And BFX in 48 minutes bring us to 3.
3-game series for our second of the day. Peak Fries Group Gaming here in ASI. Our first ever Asian...